Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another trailer reaction from ZOMG on Hyper RPG. We're going to be watching Marvel's Spider-Man E3 gameplay trailer. Fuck yes!
Probably the most beautiful trailer to come out of E3 this year.
Ooh.
It was aesthetically, graphically, sexually pleasing. It was a good
yes,
one overall.
all of those things I concur completely. What's crazy is I'm not even going to call it a trailer because I was very fortunate, Malika and I, to see a gameplay demo inside the E3 booth. Because when you see this, you think it's all QuickTime events because they cut out a lot of the button interactions for this E3 presentation. But that most of this is player choice.
What?
Oh, wow.
And that blew my mind.
What?
It blew my fucking mind.
Now
And
I feel like I'm going to be watching it with a new perspective.
Right? Malika and I kept watching the guy's hands because we're like, no, this can't be. Let's watch his hands and see if he's actually. Oh no, he messed up right there. Oh, he missed that one shot. Now he's doing this instead. And I was like looking for all the things that were different, and it blew my mind. This is the most seamless gameplay I've ever seen in a video game.
Boy.
Between QuickTime events to into movement, just blew my mind. Have you seen this yet?
No, I actually haven't.
Holy shit.
Yes. I slept on a lot of...
well, we were busy all week. We were busy. We missed a lot of the stuff.
Everybody was busy.
Yeah, we missed a lot of the stuff. All right.
I saw Pam for like 2 seconds and she was gone.
Yeah. I didn't see her at all. That's how crazy it was.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna get this started.
Maybe inappropriate for children.
Okay. Insomniac Games, right?
All units, 1010S at 36 and Park. Repeat, all units be advised. Shots fired at Fisk Towers.
Video games, guys.
This is all just in-game engine, man. I asked a lot of questions when I was there too, so I'll be able to shed some light on some stuff. That's my boy! That's my boy!
Oh man, and the wrinkles in the neck features, attention to detail.
Yuri, I'm here.
What do you see?
Dead bodies.
Find the rest. Boss wants them dead.
It's funny, I just
like
picked
the
up that he
demons
says
are
Yuri,
moving
I'm
on
here,
Fisk's
because the
territory.
voice of Spider-Man is
You got
Yuri
this?
Lowenthal.
I got this.
We know that guy. So they cut out all the notifications for what buttons to press and everything, but almost everything in the environment is interactive. And you get to choose how you want to interact with it.
Stay. Sneaky web sling.
So when I was watching the gameplay trailer, he chose to do something different there. And this all went down different too.
Wow.
So it just kept making me think like, oh shit, they're like, this is ballsy.
Yeah.
Eliminate them.
Whoa.
Or a helmet.
Now are a lot of
Yes.
Oh, yeah, this is what this reminds me of. It's a lot like that Dishonored kind of gameplay
Yeah.
where like when people get good at it, they can do it at a speed that's like, wait,
Fisk's
what?
territory is
Yeah.
ours now.
Not today.
is most of the environment interactive? So
Yeah.
you
That's the thing. It's like anytime you are connecting with somebody with your web ability, you could then choose to link it up with another thing in the environment. And that's the stuff that blew us away in the live demo. It's like one of the things that happened back there is that here he chose to approach this scene differently. And he like webbed a guy and then pulled down the scaffolding over here in the background. He actually interacted with that, where he like webbed a guy, but then pulled the scaffolding down on top of him. It just blew our minds.
I'm trying to picture the mocap for this.
Yeah.
Also, Spider-Man just straight up murdered that person.
No, he webbed him to the top.
Oh,
He didn't
I
go
thought he
off
kicked
the ledge.
him up.
No, they made a really good point.
Hey,
Every
Willie.
time you see him look like somebody's about to go away, he brings him back in.
Wow.
I
Nice
bet in the game you
jumpsuit.
can let him fall, though,
Slimming.
right?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Stay out of my business.
I mean, no, I don't.
Wait, the demons. Who's their leader?
Keep my men alive and maybe I'll tell you.
All right.
Is that guy
that was.
FaceTiming from prison?
Yep. Wilson Fisk from prison.
FaceTime.
FaceTiming from prison.
No, this
He's got
is comic
connections.
book- yeah, comic book logic. He could do
Saving
that.
bad guys from
I
other
mean, in the
bad
comics,
guys.
he did
Not
like
how I
put out a
thought
hit
today
on
would
Aunt
go.
May from prison.
Yeah.
It's so expansive. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah, I'm Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh. Jeez, the physics.
I just want to start webbing shit. I just want to start webbing shit.
Do it right now. I got a present for you.
And this was great too, because this entire boss fight went completely differently.
Hey, big guy.
And the gameplay demo, like the way he chose to approach it. Did a little bit more environment interaction.
Punchy, punchy, kicky.
Is that a Higgs field? That's actually really cool.
Got him tired. Got him tired. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Fisk, your men are safe. Your turn. Who runs the demons?
And see, this is just them showing off. That's just
Yeah.
Check the roof.
looking around, nice and slow with the.
This beautiful game
Yeah.
that we made. It's beautiful.
wow.
I run up
Run.
buildings.
So I freaked out when I saw this. I freaked out as a fan of the comic books when I saw Mr. Negative was in this game. What? Because he's not somebody we've seen in Spider-Man external media yet. Like, this is not somebody who's shown up and stuff. Like, Mr. Negative came out in like 2009, 2010.
Yeah. Mr. Negative, fresh character.
Yeah, he's fairly new. I know I've had my beefs with Dan Slott, but I still like some of the characters they've introduced.
Come on.
Do it, Spider-Man.
No, 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 no!
I want to know how the is attached to the.
I like that effect. For the
I
spiders.
really like this too. Like as he's falling and then wakes up. Woo! And like I said, they're cutting out some of the button presses that you would see in the gameplay demo.
Let's go, let's go!
It's like when you woke up in the gameplay demo, you had to hit the button at just the right time and then you wake up. It looks so beautiful.
Gosh, I just got goosebumps.
So good.
The first time that I watched this trailer was actually in a green room, getting ready to do a panel at E3, so I had to watch it like.
Did that
kind of
just happen?
Yeah.
Couldn't hear anything, couldn't really see anything.
I can tell you this sound design, Malika and I both thought was some of the best sound design we've ever heard in a video game
It's
too.
complicated.
Sitting in the
Turns out
theater
Martin
watching
Lee
the
is running
gameplay
the
demo
demons.
with the headphones, or not headphones, but just like they had
Like I
3D
said,
surround and
complicated.
everything.
Sit tight, Yuri. I got
The
this.
it was unreal. Captain Watanabe, I just recognized the name. So, oh my god, yeah, she's a new
That
character as
helicopter
well.
is destroying
She ends
the
up
city.
being
I know.
a little bit of a
You need to
vigilante
bring
in
it
her
down.
own right in the comics.
I know.
So I hope
Maybe
she
you
shows
could
up in her
superhero a
vigilante
little
costume
faster.
because she takes no prisoners.
Working on it, Yuri.
So cool.
Too close.
Like, this is going to be one of those games I could watch other people play all day, too.
Yeah.
If everybody gets to look and feel this much like Spider-Man.
Yeah, because you know everyone's gonna have their own.
Yeah.
That's one thing I did. Go back and watch the way other people would do Dishonored, since there was just so many ways you could do it. The games don't do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee. Here I come.
God, he just looks so much like Spider-Man.
Fortunately, there's nobody in that building.
I know.
Yeah, luckily.
Conveniently, they stopped and came back with fire.
Hi. Is this the flight to Newark?
Lol. He got jokes.
Oh yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Because no one else will!
Oh
Lee,
yeah, I
this
noticed
is
you
crazy.
missed that
This isn't
last
you.
press.
You don't know me!
Which they threw in there definitely just to show you that this is
Plan
gameplay.
real fast.
Yeah.
I guess this is the plan.
God, man, this feels so good. Like, I'm just remembering how it felt in the theater watching the gameplay demo. Like, we were in a theater watching someone play a video game, and it felt so good. The sound design, the music, and everything together made it one of the best experiences I've ever had watching someone else play a video game.
Please don't screw this up.
So the gameplay demo differed from this. It kind of went into finishing the mission, whereas this is like a cutaway for just the trailer.
Mr. Lee?
Sleepy boy.
Yeah! Wait for it.
No.
Gotta have an after credits Marvel scene.
Man.
It's over. Come on, dude, let's go. Miles!
Oh shit.
Right? Right? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what a
Blew my mind.
what a
Literally blew my mind.
sneaky reveal there.
Sneaky reveal.
Ooh,
Do you
now
think?
that.
Do you guys think that this wins your vote for best trailer at E3?
Oh yeah,
Because
I
it
think so.
totally has my vote.
I
And I'm a
feel like
Nintendo
this
fangirl
is-
through and through.
This is the
so-
most gameplay you get out of game trailers in a long time. Lots of
Yeah.
times they like to.
I mean, I will give it to them this year at E3. A lot of things were gameplay. And the only reason we're not covering some of them is because they were like 20 to 30 minutes long sometimes.
Yeah.
There were so many gameplay reveals this year, but no gameplay looked this smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, man, the transitions. I was telling these guys before we started, Malika and I went to a E3 after party on Friday, and her old mentor, Tomo, was one of the leads on Spider-Man 2. So we were excited to talk to him about this because when we watched this, we were just, wow, this might be it. We've been waiting for something to beat Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 goes down as like the best Spider-Man game yet. It experimented with so many things and it got so many things right. And we were like, oh, I wonder what he thinks. And he had the same reaction. He was like, this could be it. This could finally be the thing that takes down Spider-Man 2. And he started geeking out. And he's like, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they were so seamless with those transitions between actual gameplay and the cinematic events. It didn't ever feel like it was taking you out of the moment. The moment just kept pressing forward and just kept pushing you forward.
I think this is the first time that gameplay has actually felt like a movie as it was being played. Because, like with Tomb Raider or God of War, you know, you have you know which parts are interactive, you know which parts are the cutscenes. But this one, like, and the prompts may not have been there the whole time, but still, it felt like I was playing a movie.
Yeah.
Like being in a movie and playing a movie. And that I've never played a Spider-Man game before. I'm not going to lie, but I really, really want to play this.
Oh, I can tell you, sitting in that theater, the sound design gave everyone in there just these feelings of just...
Got the feels?
Oh, gosh.
So
The
many
sound
feels.
design was so good. The little things, too. The absolute little things. What'd you think, man?
yeah, no, that was great. That was crispy. That was smooth as always. You know, definitely can't wait to see the finished product. But yeah, no, that was real great.
Yeah, I think the other thing gave me a lot of confidence in this. It's Insomniac Games, who also did Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
And if you told me the guys who made Sunset Overdrive, the team over there are going to go make Spider-Man, that makes perfect sense to me. Because the one thing I really loved about Sunset Overdrive was the seamlessness of movement. You know, you were always moving. You had to. And the way you moved, like, perfect for a Spider-Man game. They know how to make... And the controls were tight on Sunset Overdrive. As far as other stuff, like, it's not coming out till 2018. We don't really know. Just 2018. It's supposedly open world, which I don't fully understand because that mission did feel kind of on rails.
Yeah.
And I understood that, that was like not the beginning of the game. That's like mission 2. The beginning of the game is you putting Wilson Fisk in prison.
Yeah.
And for just a little story background for you guys, that's Mr. Negative, Martin Lee. He is the head of a charity organization in New York called Feast that Aunt May works for. So it's going to make things a little interesting for Peter in that way. My theory, this is my theory. I could be completely wrong, guys. I could be completely wrong. But Mr. Negative in the comic books, he can take people over. He has this gang known as the Inner Demons. Mr. Negative is literally like, he's the opposite, polar opposite kind of thing. He can possess people, take them over and stuff like that. I want to believe this is going to happen. He possesses Peter Parker and you got to play as Miles.
Oh, wow.
I would love for there to be a mission where you
Would that
play
make
as
him
Miles.
Venom?
Yeah.
How would
No,
that-
he just becomes controlled by Mr. Negative, and
okay.
but by even showing Miles in that trailer, I was like, oh, they got to do that. They got to do that. And there's no comic book to reference this to. From what I understand, they're taking characters from the modern comic books, but it's in their own universe. This is their world by their rules.
They don't want people to guess. They want it to be a new experience for everybody.
Yeah. He's 23. He's graduating college, and he's working in a lab. And apparently we get some, some correlation with the comic books, but outside of that, we have no idea what's going to happen, which is to me really exciting. It's not tied into the movies. We don't have all these plot threads that are going to drop. It's all super, super surprising. I'm stoked.
Well, they can take their sweet-ass time coming out with that game, because I would rather have a completed, unbroken game in my hands than them push to release it have it not be the game that I just saw.
I agree completely.
Yeah, do you feel like, more speculative stuff, but do you think this is going to lead into, because you were saying how it's independent from the comics and independent from the movies, is there now going to be a Marvel video game universe?
Apparently there's not going to be a universe, but in 2014, Marvel approached Sony about doing this and Insomniac Games. And the goal being that Marvel wanted for all their upcoming video game properties to work with companies who were the best and who really loved the content. So Marvel is starting to put more attention, apparently, on working with people. I mean, we had the Square Enix announcement of the Avengers game. We know nothing more about that, but it sounds like they've decided, okay, no more shitty video games. Let's start putting out quality content. So
they learned from investing in their cinematic universe that maybe the gaming universe is worthwhile as well.
Probably. Yes. They got the right teams behind it. So, guys, let us know what you think in the comments below. And I'm sure a lot of you are going to tell us how much you think that this was all staged and none of it's real, and that that it's all just QuickTime events, and you're going to be really cynical about it, which I understand.
Because we need that for contrast, so keep doing it.
Because I was you until I sat through the gameplay demo. Because first time I saw this trailer, everything I thought was like, I don't even know how much of this is real. Like, this is probably all bullshit. And then Malika and I were blown away when we saw how much that was being controlled by a human being pling on the controller.
A real human being.
Did he let you touch the controller, though?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't. But he was sweating balls. He was like in a room full of people. And he was like, and anytime he missed a move, you could see him like, because apparently we talked to somebody who also worked for Insomniac who was in line, who was trying out to be the gameplay tester, and he said he failed the tryout, that he wasn't good enough.
Wow.
So they had people in the company competing to see who got to be the best player to play at E3.
Oh my gosh.
So of course there was like pro level here, but all right, guys, let us know in the comments below, and make sure to check out more ZOMG for trailer reactions about all the wonderful games that were announced here at E3, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Okay,
right, bye. Bye.